Does divorce cause trauma? Well, that really depends on how it feels for you. If you're feeling powerless, if you're feeling out of control, if you're feeling that there's fear for the future, panic, anxiety, then all of those feelings can be highly traumatic. Trauma is a label, isn't it? But it's really more about how it feels to you. And that's the important thing. And if you're feeling fear for the future, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling shame or guilt or all that bad stuff, then yes, it's a traumatic and difficult experience. It may not be life-threatening in the way that certain traumas are described, but yes, it's life-changing and it's threatening the way of life that you've had in the past. So yes, that can be incredibly difficult to handle. What's important is to recognize that these feelings are happening and not to suppress them, because when we suppress them, we push them inside and they just sit there, causing our mind to go at 90 miles an hour, increasing the panic, increasing the anxiety, and making things worse. So if you can find that you can stay with those feelings, you'll find that you can release them and they will pass through you, and that you'll feel lighter and more energized once that has happened. Because negative feelings, painful feelings, we try to avoid them, we try to minimize them, and if we would just allow ourselves to feel, then that momentary pain of feeling it would pass and we'd move through. And this is true for a lot of feelings like grief and things like that, is that you can't go around it. We have to go through it. We have to experience it in order to feel that lightness afterwards, and that ability to look back and say, well, that happened, but I'm not attached to it anymore. The other thing about these traumatic feelings is that we often get them tangled up with our own feelings of self-worth, of feeling not good enough. And it's good to separate that out and say, well, actually, of course you're good enough. What's happening to you says nothing about your self-worth. And you need not say anything about your belief in yourself. So don't confuse these painful feelings, these traumatic feelings, with your own self-worth. The most important thing is to allow yourself to feel them, move through, come out the other side, feeling lighter and more able to face the world and make good decisions for your future. If you'd like more support, and of course lots of people have been through this process before you, so you don't need to struggle alone, then have a look at my free course. The details are there. And I also have a very special offer today, because today my book, Rise Again After Divorce, passed 1,000 sales on audiobooks. And to celebrate that, what I'm doing is offering you the opportunity to get a copy of the audiobook for yourself completely free. All you have to do is contact me and say, I'd like to be put in the draw. And again, all the details are down in the description. Does divorce cause trauma? If that's how it feels to you, then that is trauma. Move through those feelings, allow them to pass through, and you'll feel lighter and more energized afterwards.